Hey, look who it is. We got him back again. Thank God. Cody Decker from Mad Dog Radio on Sirius XM. He's a badass, and his show kicks ass and takes names. I've always loved him, and it's always a pleasure to have him on C2C to riff a little bit with us. So, Cody, good to see you. I know you went to a wedding at your buddy's. You got shafted on the food. You had to drink your way through it. St. Augustine, Florida, not ideal for you, but thank God you made it through it, and I made it through Pittsburgh. I was sweating rum, hungover, 2 days hard, and here I am with you to talk baseball. It's the final week of the regular season. Who ends up with the best record in baseball? The Phillies, the Yankees? Who's it going to be to get that bye?
I've said from Jump Street the Dodgers are the best team in baseball, and I'm going to stand by it until the very last day. That doesn't mean they have the best pitching staff. Doesn't even mean they have the best offense. There's something about this team collectively. You got Shohei, you got Mookie, you got Freddie. All three of those guys are healthy. You got Max Muncy back, and you got a semblance of their pitching staff back, relatively healthy. I do think the Dodgers are going to end up being the best team in the game. I think they're going to end up with that bye, and I strongly think it's not a good thing. So far, we've seen the bye, for 2-3 seasons so far, and it hasn't garnered the results that I think Major League Baseball truly wants. I think the idea of parity is great, but to this point, the bye has been a punishment for the best teams in Major League Baseball.
What is your opinion of this guy, Ohtani, in terms of what you've played with and seen in your career? Like, there are guys... I won't deny that he's a badass and he's brilliant. I won't deny the guy can hit to the moon and can pitch and can do everything. He's a phenomenon. I mean, the guy is literally a freak. But, when I was covering the Pirates in the 80s, Barry Bonds was that player. He was a 20-20, then a 30-30, then a 40-40, and then when he went to San Francisco, he started juicing and lied about it, obviously, like everyone else. But I don't care if he juiced or if he drank cow milk. That guy, he could hit a fastball better than anyone I've ever seen in my life, including Ohtani. And I'm going to say this. I've seen better base stealers in my life. I think Ohtani's incredible. He had 50-50. That's incredible. But, I mean, that guy, literally, like Lou Brock, Ricky Henderson, they were both better than him. Stealing bases. I don't care what anybody says.
No question. Well, Ricky Henderson is in a class of his own. I mean, famously, Ricky Henderson called Harold Reynolds the one year that Ricky got hurt because Harold Reynolds ended up winning the stolen base record that year. And he called him and said, "Hey, how many did you get this year?" And he said, "I think I had like 63. Ricky would have had that at the break." Ricky was in his own category when it comes to stealing bases. But you're not wrong. I mean, listen, Barry Bonds, I've had the luxury of hitting with Barry Bonds and working out with Barry Bonds, and I love Barry Bonds. As a kid that grew up a Dodger fan in Los Angeles, who I hated him my entire lifetime, and then getting to know him off the field, dude, he's one of one. But, dude, I got to say, Ohtani is... When I say one of one is just it's a different thing. This is a year where Ohtani's supposed to be injured, and during his injured year decided to go off and do something that's never happened in 150 years of Major League Baseball. I hear what you're saying about the Barry Bondses of the world, but I'm telling you, of all the people I've played against, and I have played against Ohtani, Mike Trout is one of those guys where I'm like, that guy's not playing the same sport as me. Ohtani might be playing a different sport than everyone put together. This was supposed to be a down year for Shohei Ohtani. And I was telling everybody to fade him when it came to the MVP at the beginning of the season, because at no point are they ever going to give an MVP to a National League DH. He's going to have to do something that's never happened. Did it.
Well, he did it. Yeah, he did it. So is it the Yankees or the field, which contains the Astros? 7 straight pennant series. They're like the Chiefs in football. They go every year to the ALCS, come hell or high water, but everyone and their brother in sports books and on media, and certainly everyone here in New York City, is stupid enough to fall for the Yankees every single year since before Christ. I mean, in New York, every single year, the Yankees either win the World Series or it's a lousy year.
Yes, it's exactly that. And being in New York right now, I'm having to deal and mitigate all of these really sad Yankee fans that if they lose one game, we're awful. Brian Cashman should be fired. these people are insane. I can't stress this enough. They have the best record in the American League. Do I think they're going to the World Series? I did have them as a pick. But remember what I mentioned about that bye? Of all the American League teams getting that bye, the team I think would be the worst with that bye is the Yankees. They're a team that is very predicated on the long ball. You got the Judges, you got the Giancarlo Stantons, and the Juan Sotos of the world. And that doesn't mean Juan Soto doesn't get on base. He does. But if you're a team that's predicated on offense specifically, taking your offense and putting them down for 5 days and putting them on ice, I don't like that, and I really don't like it for the Yankees. Now, I'm going to look at the field. I did take a flyer at the beginning of the season of a 1981 Dodger-Yankee World Series, and a part of that is my heart. I want to see it. That's what I really want to see so badly. But, dude, if you're giving me the field, I'm going to take the field because there are some teams in here that are very interesting. The Cleveland Guardians are criminally under-discussed. They just are, and they're without Shane Bieber, and they're doing this. The Houston Astros, like you said, they've been an albatross and just the devil to the Yankees for years and years and years, not to mention everybody in the AL West. The teams I think we should look out for, believe it or not, the Detroit Tigers, and here's why. The Detroit Tigers are hot, and when it comes to October, it's not the best teams that win the World Series, it's the hottest teams. That's how we got the Texas Rangers, that's how we got the Arizona Diamondbacks last year. And right now, no one's hotter than the Detroit Tigers. They are now holding on to that second wild card spot. If they can hold on for dear life for these next 6 days, who knows what this team does in October. But another team that does worry me if they sneak in, and there's only one reason, because this team is allergic to offense. I can't stress this enough. The Seattle Mariners are terrible at hitting baseballs, but this team could pitch baseballs better than everybody in the American League. If they get into October with those young arms, I'm really scared for everyone that faces them.
They got a week to catch up, 2 games, and I'm sorry. I guess the Royals could blow it because they haven't been playing well. Tigers have been playing great. Twins got swept by the Red Sox. I want to ask you about the Mets because I wouldn't want to play them either. Now, I know that the Padres and Diamondbacks have been great, but the Mets win a lot.
They do. And if they get Kodai Senga back and they keep this kind of good feeling going, we saw it last year, dude. The Mets, it's not out of the realm of possibility. They weren't even supposed to be here. This is already a victory of a season. They're planning for next year. This team is not going to be going anywhere for years and years and years to come.